Yeah.
Oh my God, yo, such an honor to have you, my man. How you doing?
I'm good. I had to put my shades back on.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
I gotta step my level of coolness.
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me.
Let you guys go out there. This guy came here in the green dress shirt with the cargo shorts, looking like, trying to look like he's fucking Vin Diesel on the Rock.
Don't forget the camouflage.
Nice.
Oh, hold on.
He's on that fashion police tip right now. We out here trying to talk about hip hop. He's out here trying to be on that fashion police.
No, because the man there walking so slow, like slow motion with the head down and everything. I wouldn't have said nothing.
Anyways, never mind all that, man. We got the architect in the building. We got the consummate.
It's real in here right now, knocking stuff over. We're so excited to have him in the building.
I know, right? We got the consummate professional in the building, man. He's all about being productive, proactive. You already know how the slogan goes, man.
Yep.
So, Chris, we gotta ask you, man. We always ask our MCs, how they got their name in the game and whatnot. So we gotta ask you, how was Got Rocks born? How did you earn that name?
It's quite a long story actually, but I'll give you the condensed version.
Alright.
Right. So back in the day, like you'll know some man, like even Daniel refers to me as Gel.
Okay.
Right. So back in the day, I used to have Jerry curls.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, like those old school ice cream Jerry curls.
Picture
I can't picture it. I can't. He just looks so smooth right now.
So one day my boy said, "Yo, I'm gonna call you Gel." I said, "Yo, I like that. I'm gonna be DJ Gel." Because I used to DJ. I had no name. I just played records.
All right.
So it went from Gel to JL. Got rid of the E, still pronounced Gel.
Okay.
But the J and the L stood for just love. Because
Okay.
that's all I have for hip hop. That's all I have for people is love, right? So it's just love. And it just so happens that the Flintstones. I don't know if y'all watch the Flintstones.
Oh yeah, we did.
So there used to be this character on the Flintstones called JL Got Rocks.
Okay.
Right. So I went from Gel to JL. And I added the Got Rocks. My homie Fresh B gave me the Got Rocks and said, "Yo, you should be JL Got Rocks."
Okay.
Because he was like the tycoon. He was the big boss that
Yeah.
ran things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the Got Rocks came from. And then eventually I got rid of the Gel. And, it's Chris Got Rocks.
All right, and the rest is history, as they say. That's proper style. I like that. All right, so tell us how Eas Park Productions first got established. Notice how I said the team there.
Yeah. Eas Park Pro. So the park is the representative of Flemington Park because that's where I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always going to represent the park everywhere I go and everything I do. And it started, I don't want to date myself, but we're going back to 25 plus years.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like back in the early 80s.
All right, that's what's up.
I was with a group called the Get Loose Crew.
Mm-hmm.
And we put out an independent record. And it was just called the Get Loose Crew.
Okay.
So we formed our own label, which was East with the T, East Park, because that was a nickname for Flemo. One of our nicknames was East Park.
Yeah.
And it's just been, again, you make changes and you evolve throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
So I got rid of the T, and the East is entertainment and sound, right? Productions.
All right.
So that's Eas Park Pro.
All right. That's what's up, man. Now, so you're like you say, you were around like during that 80s era, right when Canadian hip hop was just being created, I should say. So, what was the atmosphere like at that time? Like as far as like the skills of an MC and a DJ and all that.
Well, it was beautiful. I mean, if you listen to old school records from New York, you listen to how they've progressed and styles have changed over the years. And you got the hip, the hop, the hippie hip, right? So it's basically the same thing. Like we were just starting out, and it was just all fun. We were kind of like emulating what was going on in New York, right? Because that's our cousin, New York City. So we always had friends who would travel to New York, bring back tapes from BLS and Mr. Magic and Red Alert and guys like that, and we would listen to it, and we just fell in love with the music, and we realized this is something we could do. We related to it, right? Because it was representative of our culture and how we were living, right? So as far as MCs and the skills, you've always had the MCs, you've always had the skills, but they've just changed over the years and progressed to different levels. Unfortunately, I think it's digressing a bit. It's regressing. Right? Like there's a lot of MCs out there right now that are kind of whack. They don't really have skills.
They just suck. You can say it.
That's what I like about you, because even at the conference, we were at the Toronto, the Urban Conference about Urban History.
Bro.
That's right. Shout outs to Francesca, and you were straight up honest that some dudes just suck. It's just the reality of the situation, right?
The thing about honesty is you're not doing anybody any favors by lying to them.
Exactly.
Right? And honesty is the best policy. And the thing is, like the reality, so you go back in the 80s when we did it, we didn't have anybody teaching us and helping us out. So even going to the studio or buying equipment, making records. We just did it.
Yeah.
There was nobody before us who did it, right? So we just did it. We did it for fun. We had no directions, right? And right now, there's so many of us who've done it throughout the years, right? It's kind of our responsibility now to teach and tell people what's really good, right?
No, I respect that.
You know, so there's no reason to make whack records anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know you need to buy an MPC,
Exactly.
right?
I respect that.
Forget
It's
those
like-
keyboard beats, right? You know, some man they've mastered FL Studios or Fruity Loops or whatever you want to call it, right? But it's all about the sounds. We know that now. And that's why back in the day, or even if you go back like 10 years ago, like it's always like, oh, that record sounds Canadian. Because it did sound Canadian. Because we weren't processing our music through the same electronics that they were in the States. So it didn't have that sound. The bass wasn't the same, the snare wasn't the same. Right? So our music sounded Canadian. Because we didn't have the right gear. We didn't know what we were buying. But again, we keep doing it and we educate ourselves and we learn. So now we're stepping our game up. And now you got producers out there who are doing it. Like Girl Wonder, that's her name?
Wonder Girl.
Yeah,
Wonder Girl,
Girl.
sorry, Wonder Girl, right?
Yeah.
She just did a cut on Jay-Z's new record.
Yeah, Holy
right?
Grail.
Because it's proper, because she has the skill. And she's taking the time to study and learn, and the technology, you know, it's all cut up now, right? So,
Yeah, it's perfect that you're talking about this now because this leads into my next question actually.
Okay.
The terms producer and beat maker within hip hop, they kind of accidentally get intertwined with each other because I feel as if it's two different things.
Definitely.
So you being a producer
Right.
within hip hop, like what would be the clear distinction between beat maker and producer?
It's I mean, to me, it's pretty clear. Beat maker makes beats, right? That means you make a beat, and that's what you do. You give it to somebody, they rap on it, end of story. Right? A producer actually produces a record and produces the concept, right? So the producer might say, okay, this is my bass line, but I need a bass player to play it. So they go out and they hire a bass player, they hire a piano player to play keys. They have a concept, they're an artist, right? They have a concept, so they know what kind of voice they want singing a hook, right? They're producing it. And that's the difference between with Big Ticket and other showcases as well, is that I produce that event. It's not a showcase, it's an event, and it's a production, right? So I actually talk to the artist and say, yo, I'd really love you to perform this song because I think the crowd is really going to respond to it. Or I want you two guys to do your collabo song together and then throw to Kayla and just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like you're producing the bigger picture, right? And you have to wear many different hats as a producer because you're communicating with different members on the team. So you're helping the artist, the rapper, deliver his lyrics, right? Like you might be a great lyricist, but maybe your flow is off a little bit. So it's the producer's responsibility to help produce you, right? To make you sound proper, right?
And that actually leads into my next question actually. You're also into artist management, right? Yes. So what I want to know is how were you able to link up with Daniel and Promise?
So Daniel, I've known for years,
Okay.
like since he first started his career. I don't know if you know this, he won a contest on...
Electric Circuits, I believe.
Yes. So I've known him for years, and we worked together like back in the day many times. And I don't know, just a few years ago, I was just heading down to Austin for South by Southwest, and he had called me and he said, "Yo, Jel, I'm working on this new project coming out." Because Danny's always been consistent. He's somebody that's been doing it throughout the years, and he's taken his career from just a rap artist to an entertainer, right? So he acts, he teaches rap classes as well, right?
Saw him in those Sports Net commercials.
There you go, right? We're after that Sportsnet money. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right?
Right?
I'm trying to get that money too.
We need that sponsorship.
Yeah.
But so Daniel reached out to me and said, "Yo, I got this new record coming out, and I've known you for a long time, and I really like the way you work." And I actually got him involved with the hip hop summit that I produced for CBC. So he just has a lot of respect for me. And he said, "When you get back, let's talk. And I'm really looking for a new manager, and I really, again, respect what you do and your opinion, and we should talk about what we can work out." And he said, "And by the way, I've just recorded this record with another artist, Promise, and we might be looking for management as well. So maybe you could work both projects or something." So that's kind of how that came about, and The Perfect Strangers has come out before that. Daniel, actually, I'm going to get his tracks tomorrow, and we're going to start mastering, and he's got a lot of good new material.
Nice. I like that.